Regular expressions can be used in conjunction with most general-purpose programming languages. We'll focus on Python. There's a module called RE, which has functions. Search, which finds a pattern within a larger string. Full match, which checks whether a pattern exactly matches a full string. Match, which checks whether a pattern matches the beginning of a string. Find all, which searches and finds all of the instances that a pattern matches a string. So you could find all the email addresses in a document. And sub actually finds where the pattern matches a string and then replaces the part that matched with another string. And so, for example, that long function about finding out whether a string S looked like an email address could be achieved instead by calling re.fullMatch using the regular expression that we wrote as the pattern and S as the string that you want to match. There are two quirks of what's happening here, the R and the bool. When writing a regular expression in Python, you want to use a raw string, which you create by writing R and then quotes. This stops Python from treating backslashes as escape characters. We've seen backslashes before, for example, to create new lines, and we don't want that to create a new line. We just want it to be a backslash so that the regular expression module can figure out what it means, because regular expressions have their own rules for backslashes. And we need to figure out what the full match function does. Here's the documentation, takes in a pattern and a string, and tries to apply the pattern to all of the string, returning a match object, or none if no match was found. So the reason we have bool here is that all match objects are true values. But we weren't trying to return a match object, we were just trying to return true or false. So bool will convert none to false and any match object to true, replicating the behavior of the function that we wrote earlier. By the way, this third optional argument flags is not something we will discuss in the course, but you might want to read about it in the Python docs. That allows you to control whether matching can include multiple lines and other edge cases like that arise from time to time in various applications. So what is this match object anyway? Well, the cool thing about it is that it gives you access to the substrings of the string that was matched that correspond to groups within the regular expression. Let's look at a demo. If I start with a string, Boskier Graybeard, and I write down a pattern that matches it, B followed by a group containing some number of letters, followed by ER, and then there are 5 more characters, space GRAY, and another group, which contains 1 or more characters in it. We'll find out what they are later, and then some character at the end. Remember to treat this as a raw string. In this case, it doesn't matter because there are no backslashes, but it's really good practice. Now, if we import RE and full match this pattern against this string, I get a match object that says I've matched the whole thing. And that match object has a method called group, which tells you the entire string that was matched and the substring that was matched by the first group and the substring that was matched by the second group. And all this information is bundled together in a match object.